Alrighty, good evening, guys. I am DW Pastor No Beanie. I've been giving the beanies a rest just for a little while. I got to be inside today. Everybody's gone down to the pool and the hot tub. I might join them after this video is done. Tristan keeps his TV on 24/7 over there, so don't mind that. I know it's going to be bright for you in the video. I got a little bit of light here, and I got cats running around, going like crazy. It's been a very relaxed day, and I plan to keep it that way. As far as I know, no huge amount of spiritual warfare has been going on. Of course, I pray every day against that kind of thing. But anyway, I want to turn to Proverbs chapter 22. Let's read all of it, because that's where the Fast Break Devotional is going to take us here tonight. I hope everybody is going to have a good weekend. The weekend is upon us now. Hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. Haven't been seeing too many comments as of late. But do keep us in prayer, guys. And if you ever feel led to donate to the ministry in any way, the PayPal address is at the end of the video. I've been saying that a lot lately, but 2023 has just been pretty tough as far as finances have gone. I mean, we have everything we need. You know, fortunately, God worked it out that we could have this until we get a place to stay. I mean, a place to call home. So please do continue to pray for us. Lots of things need to fall into place before that kind of thing can happen. So shouts out anyway to Sister Valerie, Lisa, Courtney, Tabitha, Mona, Trista, Opal, Sister Joyce. Grab your coffee and let's read Proverbs 23. Benjamin, Grayson, Charlie, Melvin, Don, Jeff, Mickey, and all the other brothers. This is day 147. This is called a God-made man. A God-made man. The NCV version, which I do not know what that is, in Proverbs 22:4 it says, "Respecting the Lord and not being proud will bring you wealth, honor, and life." Oh, three things that I need. How about that? All right, let's take a look and see. Hope you got your three-piece in check, guys. Solomon says in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1, "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. The rich and poor have this in common: the Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foresees the evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the perverse. He who guards his soul will be far from them." Good verse here. "Train up a child in the way he or she," no it, he or she, "train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." That was true in my case. I can't speak for you. "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He who sows iniquity will reap vanity, and the rod of his anger will fail. He who has a bountiful eye will be blessed, for he gives of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scorner, and contention will go out. Yes, strife and reproach will cease. He who loves pureness of heart for the grace of his lips, the king will be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, and he overthrows the words of the transgressor. The slothful man says, 'There is a lion without. I will be slain in the streets.' The mouth of an immoral woman is a deep pit. He who is detested by the Lord will fall therein. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction will drive it far from him. He who oppresses the poor to increase his riches, and he who gives to the rich will surely come to want. Saying one, incline your ear and hear the word of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if you keep them within you. They will readily be fitted in your lips, that your trust may be in the Lord. I have made known to you this day, even to you. Have I not written to you excellent things, in counsel and knowledge, that I might make you know the certainty of the words of truth, that you might answer the words of truth to those who send to you? Do not rob the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause. and spoil the soul of those who spoiled them. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man you will not go, lest you learn his ways and get a snare to your soul. Do not be one of those who shakes hands in a pledge, or of those who use securities for debts. If you have nothing to pay, why should he take away your bed from under you? Do not remove the ancient landmark which your fathers have set. There was a sermon preached in our church recently on this. Very interesting. Last part. Do you see a man diligent in his business? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. Wisdom there from Solomon, teaching us how to be better people in general, not just believers, but better human beings. A God-made man. This is what the author says. We have heard the phrase on countless occasions, he's a self-made man. In truth, none of us are self-made. We all owe countless debts that we can never repay. Our first debt, of course, is to our Father in heaven, he who has given us everything that we are and will ever be, and to his Son who sacrificed his own life so that we might live eternally. God gave us everything, right? What about our parents? What about all the thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, our parents have spent on us for food, shelter, education over the years? How many people are ungrateful to their parents? It's really sad. But we owe the biggest debt, of course, to God. And, of course, the Bible talks about parents and how we are to honor them. That's very important. We are also indebted to ancestors, parents, teachers, friends, spouses, family members, co-workers, fellow believers, and the list, of course, goes on. So they mentioned it. I have not read this before. I just thought of parents. First God, then parents. A lot of what we have, of course, it's God-given, and a lot of what we have, our wisdom and our experience, is just because of time, because we have lived. And a lot of people like to get puffed up for every single reason possible. Well, I've done this, and I've done that. I have this, I have that. Yeah, but how much of that was given to you for free, right? People can find any reason they want to be puffed up. Most of us, it seems, are more than willing to stick out our chests and say, look at me, I did that. But in our better moments, in the quiet moments when we search the depths of our own hearts, we know better. Whatever it is, God did that. And he deserves the credit. And that's another subject we could talk about for a moment. How much has God done in our lives, and yet we take the credit and we don't give him any. It kind of makes me angry, righteously angry at times, when Satan will do something to harm a person and try to bring their lives down, to destroy them. And they blame God for everything. And Satan gets no credit for the evil that he's done in the person's life. And a lot of times it's just the person's own flesh. They always like to blame Satan. A brother in the church, an older brother, he preaches Thursday nights for us. He's a retired pastor. He came up with a good saying one time, whether someone told him this or he came up with it himself, on the subject of blaming Satan for everything. The little saying goes like this. I came to the church one day, and there was Satan sitting on the steps of the church crying to himself. And I said, what's the matter, Satan? And he said, there's a bunch of people in there blaming me for things I've never done. You get it? We blame the devil for a lot of things that we, in our flesh, do ourselves. Shame on us. We like to say, it's because they have demons or they're this way or that way. A lot of times it's just the flesh. The flesh wants what the flesh wants. And people don't know how to put it under subjection. John Climacus said, humility is a grace in the soul. It is indescribable wealth, a name, and a gift from God. And Catherine Marshall said, God cannot lead the individual who is not willing to give him a blank check with his life. Food for thought on that one. Pretty cool, huh? Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Share it around if you can. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you in the next Fast Break Devotional.